Okay, I'm doing the extra credit comparing and contrasting the Inferno to Crime and Punishment. It's going to be super awkward. My mother is sitting in the corner. Way to go, Weber. So, to start with, the similarities. First of all, both protagonists are in hell. Dante is literally going through a tour of hell, crawling up and down the 9 circles. Well, mostly down. He's not really going up at all. And he's the reporter looking around and seeing what's going on. Raskolnikov, on the other hand, is not actually in hell, but he might as well be. He's living in a small attic. It's really hot. St. Petersburg kind of sucks. He's poor. It's awful. The next similarity is that these characters, the two main protagonists, are pretty much filled with hatred. Like giant human being-shaped hatred bubbles. Raskolnikov hates the moneylender, Alonia Ivanaskovna. I tried. Dante hates the Pope. He really, really, really hates the Pope. Like, he throws him in hell. Yes, sometimes you just gotta throw your enemies in hell. Anyway, the next and last similarity that I'm going to be talking about is the fact that both of the authors were pretty much exiled after they wrote these books. Dostoevsky was thrown in prison for being part of the Petrovsky Circle, which, I don't know, shouldn't have done that. And Dante goes back to that Pope thing. They did not like each other at all. At all. Moving on to the differences. First of all, the Inferno is in Italy. And Crime and Punishment is in Russia. And if you will look at this, they're kind of far apart. Not that far apart. Like, kind of about the same distance as if you were to, like, road trip it down to, like, Orlando. But, yeah, pretty far apart. Another difference is that the Inferno is poetry. It's got a nice rhythm, it's flowing, it's kind of moving along smoothly. It's like, yeah, I'm on a chill raft boat ride. I don't know what a raft boat is. I kind of got confused. Crime and Punishment, however, is a novel. And the way that this novel was published was that each chapter was kind of like a new episode on a TV series. So people would have to wait a little bit before the next one. And it's smooth, but it's not the same kind of like flowing, chilling down the river smooth as the Inferno was. The final thing is that the crime Dante experiences, just like the sin, just pushes him further from God. But he's saved through this tour of hell, and through Beatrice, and Virgil, and all of these people. They helped him to find God and eventually, like, go back to living his normal life. Raskolnikov, on the other hand, once he kills those two women, pretty much just goes into this huge spiral. I'm doomed, basically. There's no redemption for him. He tries, I mean, he's not like an awful dude. He does a bunch of like, here, take my money that I stole, and, oh, look at me, I'm so awful, but everyone else is awful, and basically he was confused, probably had a few mental issues, but there wasn't anything he could do to save himself after he killed those women, whereas Dante is able to be redeemed fully and hopefully eventually end up with God. And so, yeah. That was my compare and contrast between the Inferno and Crime and Punishment, and it was thoroughly awkward. Way to go, once again.